This is my 2007 Toyota 4Runner. It's in shadow gray. It's a V8 limited model. 212,000 kilometers, which is roughly a little bit over 120,000 miles. So I just wanted to take you on a tour around the vehicle, show you what's going on with it, show you some of the mods to it. I bought it stock and just added a few things to fix a couple problems. It had a cracked exhaust manifold, so I went with the Doug Thorley headers on there, and it had leaking rear air suspension. I was planning on lifting it anyways, so I just deleted the rear air suspension with a kit from Metal Tech and got a pair of OME 895 rear springs. So now it's running coil suspension on the back, and it rides great. It's got Fox 2.0 coilovers up front. Actually, I'll show you right here. And in the rear then I've got the matching Fox 2.0 rear shocks right there. And it's been a great suspension setup, man. I love it. It's super smooth, both off-road and on-road. A lot of off-road suspension is really stiff on the street. Got Method race wheels. These are the standard 17-inch on here with Goodyear Duratracs. That's a 33-inch tire. So aside from the suspension and the wheels and tires, it's otherwise stock. I mean, like I said, it's got headers up front, and I added a couple of light bars on it. These are just cheap Chinese ones. I didn't worry about spending huge money on rigid or Baja designs, even though those are great lights, don't get me wrong, but I just couldn't justify spending that much money. I'd rather spend the money on the important stuff to me, like the suspension, the tires, that kind of stuff. But I've got a 40-inch single row up top. And then I've got a 32-inch dual row. That's a curved light bar in the bumper. I just made my own mounts. I didn't get anything special for them. Oh, and also I'll show you where I ran the switches, because I deleted the rear air suspension. I no longer needed the two buttons that controlled it. So I got the switches right there. Nice and clean, looks like stock. Okay, let's take a look under the hood. This is the Toyota 4.7 liter V8 that they've used in all kinds of trucks. It's a great engine. It did have a cracked exhaust manifold when I got it, and rather than replacing it with another expensive stock manifold that was just going to break again, I decided to go with the Doug Thorley short tube headers. You can barely see it down in there. These are great because they're 304 stainless steel. They've got a lifetime warranty. We actually welded the stock cats back onto the end of them, so this is an otherwise completely stock exhaust. It's kind of backwards on this one. Most people upgrade their exhaust and leave stock headers, but this one's backwards. I've got the headers on there and a completely stock exhaust, so it's quiet, it's legal. I don't have to worry about making too much noise. This is my only quiet vehicle that I own, so I kind of wanted to keep it that way. That being said, I do believe that I've got at least a broken hanger on the exhaust right now. It's pretty rotten. It looks like it's leaking, so it might be getting louder sooner rather than later, but we'll see. So you can see the paint looks pretty good. I did a paint correction on it about 1.5 years ago and got rid of a lot of the deeper scratches and swirls. Some of the really deep stuff I left in there. And then I ceramic coated it with G-Technic Crystal Serum Light and XO version 3. I also went ahead and used G-Technic C5 wheel armor on the wheels. I got a little happy with that stuff, man. I did the Fox suspension, I coated that as well, and what a difference, man. That's kind of an untold secret for a lot of people. If you drive your vehicle in the wintertime and you have aftermarket suspension on it, ceramic coat those suckers, man, because they're so much easier to clean up. They don't get all corroded. It's awesome. So I also used the G-Technic coatings on the interior. They've got separate coatings for the different surfaces in there. Fabric, leather, vinyl, all that stuff. Alright guys, that's going to about do it for the walk around of my 4runner. If you want to know more about the mods on it or the detailing products that I use on it, make sure you check out CanadianGearhead.com. I've also got a whole feature article on here with lots of nice pretty pictures and the full write-up on everything on this thing. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel here as well, because I'm going to be doing a walk around of each vehicle and lots more new content going on there too. Alright, stay tuned guys.